Okay, you all come in, hit the like, hit the share button. Real quick live stream, right? Real quick live stream. I've been coming before you all. I'm telling you about cryptocurrencies that are backed by real world commodities, tangible assets you can see, feel, and even now taste. Right? We got the new drip as I'm drinking my core hydration water. You know how important water is, just for your Maslow's, your needs, your basic needs that you need to survive. Our body is a commodity, the most precious commodity that we have. Our time is the most expensive commodity you have, because you'll never get your time back, right? You'll never get your time back. And so, me personally, on the hydration tip, I get core hydration water. I pay very close attention to my pH level in my body for health reasons. However, this particular company, one of the things that I know, and I'm from Mississippi, I'm from the South, that my mother and my grandmother would always do is they would catch rainwater, right? Um, they would catch rainwater not only for their plants and put it in plants to help plants grow healthy, but also drinking water as well, rainwater, a lot of health benefits. And one of the health benefits that this drip new crypto token that's up over 2,000% on today, right? You have this rainwater that's one of the main products that's supporting this, right? Paper chasing, right? We're going to have you chasing um, we're going to have the paper chasing you versus you chasing the paper, right? This is the rainwater, one of the main products that's supported by this crypto token. Yes, it's really, really rich as rainwater, and it's non-carbonated, bottled in the United States. The best tasting rainwater, according to their advertisement, that is clean, crisp, refreshing, perfect for sipping, as I am again from the Sip, Mississippi, and also aluminum. So we also have aluminum crypto that's connected. So this is helping aluminum, right? And water at the same time. This crypto, this new token is called drip. So because everyone deserves clean water, and rain is 100% renewable source that's available everywhere, and it tastes great. So whenever, as you can see, it has over 4-star ratings. Invented technology to collect rainwater that surpasses high bottled water and the purity standards. So let me show you the numbers. I like to look at the numbers. You show you the numbers. I show you the money, right? When you see the numbers, you see the money. You should. When I see numbers, I also enhance upon those numbers and act upon those numbers to help enhance my financial and improve my financial situation. Well, I'm not sure there's different types of drip, so let's make sure we are talking about the same drip project. So this drip is a digital mining software. Today it was released on Pancake Swap. So is that the right drip? There's different drip projects. So, let me know if we're talking about the correct drip on that one. So this one was listed on Pancake Swap. So you can now list and swipe out these tokens in your mobile app. So I'm going to close that announcement. And this is the drip token up 2,167%. I always say that Michael Jordan, the greatest, deemed by many the greatest basketball player of all time. In fact, you all need to go check out the story of Michael Jordan. It is a great story about perpetuity income, residual income, how his mother negotiated the Nike contract to have Jordan at the status that he is now of having residual and perpetuity income coming in. And so it was his mother that negotiated that Nike contract and negotiated those deals in order to get MJ, one of the richest man as far as retiring from the game of basketball that's ever done it. in the sport, along with LeBron James. But let me stay on topic, right? So with that being said, you all, with that being said, up 2001%, Michael Jordan, always his mentality was this: you miss all of the shots, right? All of the shots that you don't take. And my in this world mentality, or my motto, is this: you miss all of the investment gains that you don't make. Michael Jordan said you miss all the shots that you don't take, right? So he had a very offensive mindset, which was, I'm taking the shots. Because if I don't take the shot, then I can take that as a miss. He's an action taker, right? You can text the number on the screen. You have to be an insider. See, if you see on the screen, it says join us on the inside. It's just like having a membership of Costco, Sam's. Only people that have memberships can take advantage of the discounted bulk prices, and the same things. These are purchased at wholesale price versus retail price. So now listed, this was just launched last week, up over 2,000%. This is truly continuity cash flow, because as a license holder or a license purchaser, you are rewarded crypto rewards daily that you can liquidate. That's within your control. You can liquidate these rewards if you need to. But the name of the game for me is not to liquidate back into USD, back into fiat currency or the government system. Right now, the game for me is to hold on to these tokens as they mine for me or produce more for me on a daily basis. Because for me, it's about accumulation and appreciation in the market value, as to see the 2222 sign, meaning that it is up over, it's up at 2,222%. Right. So this is the last cycle that is mining. Right now, I'm at $29.97 if you are looking at the USD equivalent. However, if you are a license holder that comes in at a license, is different options that you have, different opportunity. But if you are a license holder, meaning a full-fledged license, they have two options, which is a micro license, right? This is your withdrawal button that you can withdraw. Again, I'm about stacking and compound interest. Most people don't know there's three ways to earn money. There's three ways to earn income, right? Compound interest, in which your money is making money. Passive income. Well, it's three ways that I like to teach. You can do earn income. Earn income is, give me a second, is where you're trading your time for money, and often that equals or equivalent. If you value your time, that equals a whole lot of your time for a little bit of money. That's earned income. Residual income, meaning you can do the work one time, but as soon as you have someone, or as soon as someone stop making payments, then your income cuts off. Residual income, for example, in the network marketing business, mean as long as your subscribers, you can do the work one time, but as long as your subscribers are subscribed and making their monthly, commitment payment for those services, right, that you will get paid. Residual income in real estate looks like, as long as your tenant is making money, paying you, right, on a monthly basis. As long as your tenant is paying you on a monthly basis, then you're making money. That's residual income. You did the work one time. However, with real estate, you may have some issues to address. You may have some landlord management, maybe the sink break or the toilet breaks or a plumbing pipe breaks. So it's not really truly residual, but most will say it is better than earned income. Trading a lot of my time for a little bit of money, because I will definitely not mind taking care of maintenance maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times a year, especially if that maintenance you want to hope is not expensive maintenance, right? But many people would say, I don't mind taking care of maintenance, right? For that residual pay, maybe, a couple of times a year, because it's not as time consuming as earned income. Earned income usually looks like 40 hours a week, right? 40 hours a week for up to 40 years, only to retire off 40% of the money that you was making when you were actively working. And that's why retirees often have to return back to the workplace, back to the workforce. They have to find some other means of income in retirement, or they cannot live their retirement and travel the world um, at a very comfortable and affordable place, because they are limited. They have a ceiling on their income, right? They are limited. So they never um, have that financial freedom and time freedom, and they never have the finances that they need to explore and enjoy life. The Bible says that I come that you may have life and life more abundant. And most people will never get to their abundant life because they are not action takers, right? My mentor said it this way: don't be so addicted to education and information, then you become allergic to the implementation part. Let me say that again for the people in the back row or the nosebleed seats. Do not be so addicted, craving education and information. And then when it's time for you to take action upon it, now you talk yourself out of a perpetuity, continuity cash flow opportunity, right? And I tell people that you cannot get into opportunities if you first don't have the money to do so. You cannot get into opportunities if you don't have the money to do so, right? You need comfortable income, meaning that you can allow this system to work for you and allow it to accumulate tokens. You don't need, and forgive me for saying it this way, but you don't need what's called, like, ooh, I'm just gonna say it. You don't need crackhead income. You need comfortable income. You don't need crack income. Crack income is like, I need it now. I need it now. I need it in 30 days. I need it in 60 days. I need it in 90 days. I need it in 3 months. I'm desperate. I'm in a desperate situation. This is not for desperate people. So if you need to increase your cash flow so that you can take advantage of opportunities, I first recommend that you go to millimoves.com, because this is a great over 2,000% gain, right? For people that position themselves last week. But we know that in any market is volatile, including cryptocurrency, whether it's stock, even your 401k. A lot of people 401k right now look like 201ks, right? And so with that being said, this is not for the people that want, a return, or, in 7 days. Now, I may have something for you in crypto that can pay out every 7 days. But at the same time, you need the upfront, comfortable cash flow position, even in those opportunities, to get the bang out of your bucks and to grow your money at a faster pace. So yes, up 2,000% on today with the listing of Pancake Swap. I would rather be positioned people than to be smart. It's so many people that want to know everything, in intricate detail about the crypto world, and I get it, because knowledge, when applied, only applied, is power. Other than that, knowledge positions you to be powerful. So it's nothing wrong with knowledge, but there are just some things that you just have to look at the numbers and the opportunity and take action, because it just makes sense, right? One thing I always say, and I stress this: men lie, women lie, but numbers do not lie. So you have this drip token, right? Follow the numbers. You can, get your license from, it depends on, your price point of affordability for as little as $250. Of course, you won't get the high gains they're paying out. Those are called micro license. So that means you get 1% of what the major licenses are distributing out. So at 1% tokens, for example, the mining that they are distributed for the ones that have the bigger balances or the bigger license, the major license is right now on average $127 of crypto rewards that you will be earning daily. $127. So if you got a micro license at $250, you'll get 1% of that, which would be like what, $1.27. There's also a 10x license that you can purchase, and that 10x will 10x the major license amount, which will get you $12.73 a day. Now that's perpetuity income. And again, this can fluctuate. This is not written in stone, but at the time of this recording, that's the current amount as of today, as of this recording, as of April the 17th. Right. So if you had a major license, which start at $5,000, and if you have $5,000 just sitting around, especially sitting in the bank, you're not getting paid anything. That's $127 a day, people. That's $127 a day. So I'm just going to say it like this. Get in where you fit in. Again, other crypto licenses that's available, again, to get a wholesale and not the resale price, right? That's the benefits of being a wholesale member at Sam's or Costco, of any of these discounted. This is my total mind, for example, where I'm not trading my time for money, and I'm not getting low, in my opinion, low amounts applied of having my money in maybe like a cash value life insurance that's at 30% a year or 35% a year, or some type of other money growth opportunity, right? And this is showing my total mind. I have my goal of course, becoming a millionaire, right? With this cryptocurrency that's linked and connected to real world assets. Again, aluminum cans, people, you can get in at aluminum. Link crypto at 0.0065 cents, under $1. We also have Grow. Let me show you all a quick video on Grow. In fact, it's exactly 1 minute and 11 seconds in length. The 111 sign. Grow is high yielding agriculture that's supported by weed and hemp. A lot of people use weed and hemp for healing purposes and plant-based healing. Most people, or some people, I won't say most, some people prefer plant-based healing over prescription drugs. I prefer both. I don't have an issue with both, right? I don't have an issue with both plant-based and prescription medication. If I had a toothache one time, the doctor gave me naproxen, gave me some antibiotics, and God, I took it. I did. However, I do believe in the long term that plant-based, right, for long term, not immediate quick fix, is definitely a more healthier route to go. In fact, if you have not watched the Netflix documentary on What the Health, I definitely recommend you watching that, What the Health, on Netflix. So with that being said, let me show you this video about Grow, the high yielding agriculture, so you can have more detail. And this is just real world commodities, real world assets, things, again, tangible things, right? And it's not hard to understand because you're using these real world assets every day. In fact, just in January and February, the discussion was about the price of eggs, commodities, right? We drink water every day. You wear 100% cotton every day, commodities. In fact, cash is made up of 70% cotton. your cash, your physical money. When you go and pump your petroleum fuel, you have your crude oil. That's also a black gold cryptocurrency that you can get in as well. Texas T, right? You remember the Beverly Hillbillies when they struck oil? They said, Jed, get away from there. The kinfolk said, get away from there. California is the place you ought to be. So they packed up the things and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is, right? Rich overnight, real world wealth, according to the Bible. These commodities, oil in the Bible, the 2 Kings chapter 4 woman, she used oil and commodities. According to Genesis, Abraham was very rich. And it went on to elaborate what he was rich in. So people won't say, oh, that's spiritual richness. No, commodities rich, very rich in livestock, land, and gold and silver. There's also a real estate, blocks, commercial real estate backed cryptocurrency. So let's watch this video. Tune in, listen in.
How's it going, X-Node community? Right now we are in Southern California. What's that? Oh, did I? Dang it! I did. I meant to say Southern Colorado. I was like, why is he laughing? X-Node community, what's going on? Right now we are in Southern Colorado. Behind me, you can see we are right now standing in a 10,000 square foot facility of one of the farms that supports the Grow Token. In here, you guys will see, you'll be able to go through some of the rooms. We'll probably be rolling into this video, but you'll be able to see the different stages of plants, be able to understand a little bit more about this plant medicine, how it's out there. This is actually a medical facility, and we're going to hear from our head grower out here. For the sake of confidentiality, just going to use his first name, Rob, and Rob's going to go through and teach us all about Grow, what they're doing here in this facility and other farms around Southern Colorado. See you guys soon.
I'm just talking. I was on mute the whole time, right? So can't hear you. Yeah, I was on mute the entire time. So again, Grow, plant-based medicine, hemp, weed, plant-based medicine in its purest form. Cocoa, supported by cocoa, cacao, cocoa beans, that was within itself is $1 billion product. Soybeans as well, and rice, and 10,000 expanded acres of land in Ghana. It's also supporting that Grow agriculture products. They're helping the farmers there to be able to harvest at least 3 times a year versus being in the past times being able to harvest only once a year. So we have Grow that's in. I always like to get in on any growing money opportunity when it's in the red, when it's in the dip. So you have Grow in the dip. As Warren Buffett says, you become rich and wealthy by buying when it's blood in the streets. So a lot of times, a lot of people do not grow their finances because they don't have a money problem. They have a mindset problem, and their problem is their mindset, and it's spiritual. They don't take action. Again, don't be so addicted to information and education that you are allergic to the implementation. They have a mindset problem. Money is both spiritual and it's both a mindset, right? Go to Matthew 25, the parable of the talents. The one that got the most talents and had the most skills, immediately, the Bible says, immediately went and traded his 5 gold tokens and immediately got more. People that are rich and wealthy take fast, well-educated action steps and decisions. They don't ponder around. They don't see gas prices rising. They don't see grocery prices rising. And then they have to wait months and weeks to make a decision to grow their money. And then the one that had 2 tokens, right? He went and doubled his 2. So most people think for some reason that the people that have less are supposed to be given more, but that's not what the Bible states. Those who enhance what they already have, increase what they've already been given according to the Bible and the laws of the universe, are the ones that get more. And the one that had 1 gold coin, just 1 gold coin, over time did nothing to increase it. In fact, the master called him wicked and lazy, and his sentence was to hell on earth. He did not die to go to hell. He was sentenced to hell on earth because he took his 1 gold coin, the little money he had, and dig it in the earth. Your money is called currency for a reason. It should be growing and it should be flowing. You should not have your money in anything idle. That's called the time value of money that does not grow it. For me personally, the only amount of money that I have in my bank account is the amount that I need to pay my bills. Because a bank account at this point in 2023 is not an interest-bearing place to hold or house my money. And for a lot of people, their 401ks is not either. Right? Paper Chasing says African nations said no more shipping out raw materials. They decided to process and ship products worldwide themselves. The world got fat while they starred out their gains. It's not just Africa. It's Brazil. It's Saudi Arabia. It's Russia. It's India. It's China. They're saying we're not shipping this out to the United States anymore. In fact, I told you all about that cryptocurrency backed by real gold, Texas tea, crude oil that I have working for me as well. And this is the prediction that crude oil prices are about to rally this year in the 4th quarter. That's no surprise to me. Right? The black gold digital software crypto that I have was released in November of 2021. I have 10 licenses that works for me. And by June of last year, 2022, over 100 millionaires were made when crude oil went to $150 a barrel. So this is working for me. I have over 1,000 of these tokens. Right now, the market value is at 0.0047 cents, under $1. So just imagine how pretty I'm going to be sitting when this just hits a penny. So people, this is low risk with future high reward potential, right? So again, I said this was going to be a quick live stream. I'm going to stand by my word. I want to leave you with this for me, quick is 30 minutes. I'm going to leave you with this inspirational message from Les Brown about a job, about residual income. People, this is a passive royalty income opportunity. Again, Michael Jordan, that's the lesson. If you haven't seen that, his mother negotiated for him to get residual and royalty income. That's the name of the game, people. Transitioning from just passive income. So let's listen to Les Brown. You have to be hungry for success.
Washington, this man who taught me, he said, Mr. Brown, you want to make it in life? He said, number 1, develop your mind. You don't get in life what you want, you get in life what you are. Number 2, develop your communication skills. Once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. 3, practice the principle of OQP, only quality people. Let us say together, only quality people. As you think about your goals and dreams, this is not for everybody. You want to build an organization with only quality people, not people who need more, but people who want more. You want to surround yourself with people that are hungry. People that are hungry are willing to do the things today others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. People that are hungry do what they know, not what they feel. See, I didn't do this for years because I knew it would be hard. And Mr. Washington said something to me. Mike Williams, my mentor, you want to go online and find his book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. He said something that grabbed me, and I want you to put this someplace where you can see it. See, you build this business through persistence. You got to affirm, I will persist until I succeed. You build it through patience. It takes time to grow orchids. It's faster to grow roses, but orchids, that takes time. You have to have persistence, you have to have patience and perseverance. It takes courage to come back again and again and again. Because in order to build the business, it's hard work. It's H-A-R-D and H-E-A-R-T. Are you with me there? Write this down. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. If you do what is easy, point out all this is some pyramid scheme. Oh, I've been talking to people and nobody's interested. I talked to people and they said no. Oh, I've done that before. Come up with excuses. If you do what is easy, always looking for a way to give yourself a pass, to let yourself off the hook, to do what everybody else is doing, a job, the journey of the broke. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. People working on jobs that they hate, The heart attack rate on Monday morning between 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock increases by 35%. People going to jobs that they hate. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Working 2 and 3 jobs for one paycheck and no job security. But there's something in you that says, you know, I'm making some good money, but you know what? I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. A friend of mine, she's here. I'm so honored to be in her presence, Kim Wee. She went to do a presentation, drove from Los Angeles to San Francisco, and 20 people in the room, and they said, yes, she's an electrifying speaker, great presenter. Yes. And when she left, the Dream Busters took the floor. And when the Dream Busters finished with those people who had goals and dreams of a new life, they sabotaged Kim. And they called her before she can get home and said, no, we're not going to do it. And at that moment, she could have quit. Write this down, your private voice. Every entrepreneur, you have 2 things going for you. You have an energy signature, and some of you will be working with, and you have a private voice. 8 to 9 decisions out of 10 that you make are governed by that private voice. When they called and said no, her private voice said, you're wasting your time. You don't need to do this. Your husband is a doctor. You don't need to do this. You're a mother. You need to spend more time with your child. Get this crazy idea out of your mind. But rather than do that, she started talking to herself. Rather than do that, she started listening to motivational messages that would build herself up from the inside. And as a result of her saying, yes, I can do this, as a result of ignoring the Dream Busters, now she's one of the top 10 producers in the world in multi-level marketing. Give her a round of applause. Kim Wee, stand up. Give her a round of applause. Yes. Yes.
Wow. Cut my YouTube off. Wow. Job journey over broke. Journey over broke. Let me tell you something. I earn money in all four what Robert Kiyosaki considered a cash flow quadrant, right? I'm not bashing a job. I still have a job. I love what I do, but I don't like my pay. I'm just gonna be straight up and honest. And until you can be honest with yourself, until you can be honest with yourself, you'll always be in your situation. Some people cannot even make that statement. They make excuses. Oh, I love my job, and yeah, but do you love your pay? I love my job at times. It's just like with any other job or relationship, right? And most people have jobs. It was Robert Kiyosaki, gives the cash flow quadrant is how people earn money. 4 ways to earn money as an entrepreneur, as a S, a six-figure income earner, or the six-figure income earner, those 1099 sole proprietor, right? You can earn money that way. This is called, and you should be very familiar with this in your life. If spiritual and financial peace is important to you, you should know what this is, right? You should have read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. If not, I don't get any kickback, but I highly recommend you start there. And so, with this being said, this is the cash flow quadrant, right? And E is for employees. You get taxed the highest and you work the hardest. The FICO, the taxes that come out of your paycheck. And most people are programmed in life to go to school and get a job. And so the school system is about finding a job, really. That's what it is. It's not about finding your life path, right? And so to develop your whole self, your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual being, right? You need a whole human being. You need mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual education. Point blank. Traditional schools were primarily about developing students' mental only. And this is why so many students who do well in school do not do well in life, especially in the world of real money. That's why Jeff Bezos and Steve Jobs, right? Warren Buffett, the richest, wealthiest people ever live, Elon Musk, don't have college degrees. I have a master's degree. I'm not against it, but I'm just giving you the truth and the facts. I'm being honest. They don't. So traditional education is really not the place for anyone who wants to have financial freedom or entrepreneurship, right? The paths in life are not found in our mental, in our mind. The path of life, as Les Brown mentioned, is found in your heart, HEART, and your hardness, HARD. Your heart and your hard times. So without awareness of this 4 cross-like quadrant, many people go back to school and they look for new professions or pay raises on the left side, the E and the S side. And the more money you make, the more the government takes. So the S side, six-figure income earners, self-employed, sole proprietors, specialists like doctors or lawyers, they make more money, but the government tax them even more, 40 to 60%. And many people want to know why they're not winning the money game. Why can't I get out this rat race? Why can't I get off this hamster wheel of going to work, paying bills, and then eventually just dying? It's because you don't know how to shift that money back to you. Again, legally, morally, and ethically, most people that work on the E and S side to earn their money, they overpay in taxes 40 to 60% because they don't have a home-based business. That's why I just put my website, Millie Moves, up so you can know the tax game and how to have money to first take advantage of opportunities where you can get over 2,000% gains like this new crypto token. Experience today. So most people, right, they find happiness, they say, in spirituality, but not in financiality. I think you should have happiness in both. Again, the Bible says, beloved all things. I didn't say Jesus said, I said the Bible said. Jesus didn't make that quote. But in Philippians, it says, beloved, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper, your mind, your emotions, at the same time, simultaneously. The Bible also states that I will make you rich and add no sorrow. Wants your holistic self to be prosperous. That includes your financial category. And this is very simple, but it's not easy because most people don't have a financial education. So the cash flow quadrant, the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, it breaks down why not to get a job. A college education is important for traditional professions, but it's not how most people find wealth, right? And then it breaks down that if you can shift to the right side of this quadrant, even if you have a job, even if you're a six-figure income earner, and learn to put your money on the B in the I side, which is big business like Amazon. In fact, Jeff Bezos earned made 2.32 billion with a B, 2.32 under Amazon, and paid zero in federal taxes. Kanye West did the same thing when he created a nonprofit, right? Jesus is King. Jesus, they reduce their tax liability legally, morally, and ethically. Most things that most people on the employee and six-figure income earners do not know how to do, especially six-figure income earners, because they are comfortable. And if they make 250,000, they feel like, oh, it's okay to pay the government 20,000 in taxes. But Jeff Bezos and Kanye West and Elon Musk, they do differently. And then investing income, you get taxed 0% when your money is making money, when your money is investing for you. And most people don't, especially the middle class, whether you're upper middle class, right, or poor working middle class, that means 5 figures and not 6 figures. They never get to that side of the quadrant. They never experience that part of life where their money is making money. They always, in the tone of the song that says, I work hard for the money. They're always chasing money, and they never allow the money to chase you. In fact, that's a Bible scripture that these blessings will come and overtake you. Your money is supposed to be flowing and working harder than you work for it. So again, um, you know, few people ever get rich without taking action. Matter of fact, I don't think any get rich without taking action. Um, you must take personal responsibility, even for your retirement. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they choose security over freedom. Their job is, the same thing. It doesn't challenge them mentally. It's very routine for many, but for them, there's their comfort level, and you never realize who you are, what you can become in your comfort zone ever. Again, as Les Brown said, it's both hard, Hard, and heart, Heart. Job, according to Les Brown and many financial and wealthy people, is journey of the broke, because you're always trading your time for dollars, and your time is your most expensive thing to spend because you can never get it back. So on this side, you have very few tax advantages. On this side, you have many tax advantages. And these are opportunities to put your money to work for you, both passively and through royalty income, right? And and let me read some of this. Good evening to you, Tony. Yes, happiness in both should be twofold. Paper chasing guy on the side of the road, ex his boss pulling up in a Lambo. How did he has a job standing on the side of the road? Okay. How did he get so wealthy? The boss replied, because of his many hard workers. Now back to work. Well, I think the way I've heard this story told is that one of the employees asked his boss that put up in a Lambo, said, that's a nice car, right? Um, You know, I would love to have one and drive one day. And the boss replied, thank you. If you continue to show up at work every day, do a great job, meet your quota, I'll have another one next year. That's the way I heard the story. You might have heard it differently. But at the end, it gives the same lesson in it. Right? That at some point you have got to take your earned income. You have got to seek freedom over security. Right? So I'm signing out, right? You learn more about yourself really when you fail. So don't be afraid of failing. Failing is a part of the success. And you cannot have success without failure, you all. So text CC to get some of that passive residual royalty income through real cryptocurrency, which will be the new money. Do not forget that the Fed now is going to be released in July, which will support digital money. We're transitioning from paper money to digital money. And only the people that have their money in crypto, digital money outside of the government system is going to have true financial freedom, mental freedom, and spiritual freedom. Okay, you all, hit that thumbs up. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed to me on YouTube. Queen out. Text the number on the screen to get started today.